Number one Ibble Dibble here. Hello, friends, and welcome to another very special episode of Ibble Dibble, where I trash Meghan's Archetypes podcast. In this episode, we are discussing angry Black women. Just kidding. They actually didn't really touch on womanhood or Blackness in any meaningful way. Let's go.
About 2 years ago, my husband and I went to have a socially distanced dinner with another couple. Actually, it was just drinks because this was when there was still so much uncertainty with COVID.
From the very first sentence, she sounds stupid. Where is the fact checker? Any disease that can be communicated via food can be communicated via drink. The uncertainties surrounding COVID in the beginning were mainly whether it was carried in respiratory droplets and whether or not it was more serious than the seasonal flu. Also, around 2 years ago is already a year into the COVID epidemic. Meghan plays so fast and loose with time, it is maddening.
The wife handed me a book that she said she thought I might find interesting. I was actually shocked what I was learning in this incredible book, the title of which, by the way, is Algorithms of Oppression by Internet Studies scholar Safiya Noble. She established that when you type in a question on the Google search engine, it would, as we've all seen before with autofill, try to guess what your question will be. To be intuitive for you, when she typed in, "Why are Black women so ... the autofill from the computer, the machine, trying to guess your thoughts, maybe shape your thoughts, completed her search with these options. Why are Black women so loud? Why are Black women so mean? And why are Black women so angry?" Those were the seeds being planted. This idea that a Black woman must be angry, an angry Black woman.
Okay, these aren't seeds being planted. No one is going to Google to complete their thoughts, except for an utterly vacant narcissist who has no feelings and no perception of other people's feelings, searching the internet, trying to reduce and categorize people into simple patterns of one or two dimensional emotions that they can emulate. The Google algorithm guesses what you're going to write based on millions or trillions of previous Google searches by people who completed those sentences with those words. The Google algorithm is region-specific and reflective of your own search history. At this very moment, I'm sitting in Cambodia, perhaps a 15-minute tuk-tuk ride from Angkor Wat. And when I search, "Why are Black women?" my results are, why are Black women's hair different? What does it mean when a woman wears all black? Why do I wear a lot of black? Why are Black beaches black? Meghan's Google search auto-suggestions are unfortunately an unflattering reflection of her interests and her zip code, not proof that society is out to get her. To quote the Yajurveda, "O seeker, know the true nature of your soul and identify yourself with it completely. O Lord, may we attain the everlasting consciousness of supreme light and joy. May we resolve to dedicate our life to the service of humankind and uplift them to divinity." Consider your search results, Meghan. Consider what you're putting into the world.
Where does this idea even come from? I knew just who I wanted to talk to. Yes, hello, my name is Ziwe of Showtime's Ziwe, and I'm happy to be here today.
I would just like to say as we continue that I have actually never watched Ziwe or Issa Rae's shows on TV or YouTube. I have zero familiarity with them, so I don't judge them with any sort of lens.
In the early days of the pandemic, Ziwe skyrocketed to fame with Baited, a series on Instagram Live of mostly interviews that made people feel uncomfortable, shall we say. Her guests would come on thinking it was just some little internet show. She was professional, she was poised, composed, and then she would just throw these curveballs out that her guests were definitely not ready for.
Okay, so classic format, very The Daily Show.
How many Black friends do you have, Caroline?
Very many. So many.
Very many?
Yes, as Donald Trump would say, I'm huge. a huge amount of black friends. That's why my Instagram grid looks so black.
So as an attractive white woman, how much free stuff do you get on the daily?
None.
You haven't gotten anything for free in your white life?
Yeah, I mean, pens.
Do you get pens for free? That's the most you're getting out of your white privilege is free pens.
No, that's not.
Come on, work harder.
I don't think that was uncomfortable. I think she's funny. I think it was funny.
But according to Ziwe, she's just doing what a lot of white men in her field do all the time. And you think of like Howard Stern and like Stephen Colbert and Andy Cohen, and that's kind of their interview style. Like I pull from them.
Clearly, exactly.
And in real life, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I would try not to be scary. Isn't that so funny? It's terrible. How does it make you feel inside when it happens? How does it make me feel to instill terror in people? Horrible.
Okay, I have to figure out if Ziwe is playing the character of an angry, threatening black woman for laughs, and Meghan literally doesn't get it, or what's happening. I guess I'll do my due diligence and watch, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes of her show. BRB.
You did a really good job at that. Would you like an ally cookie? Always, please. Just go ahead, bite into that black man.
Sure. Please don't eat me, white lady. Really? You just gonna bite my arm? That's what this is?
Wow. Blackness is not for consumption. What do you qualitatively like about black people? Is it empowering to know that there are women out there who have stolen your face? How many black friends do you have? Michelle Obama or Oprah?
I'm gonna say Oprah there.
What do you like about Oprah?
Okay, I'm back. I love her. She's very clearly mocking woke cancel culture and dogmatists of all stripes, and her guests obviously know the questions beforehand and that she will be taking the piss and they have fun with it. She's not putting people on the spot, and her guests are some combination of sanguine, clever, and kindly edited. So yeah, I think Ziwe was joking when she said she felt terrible about being a scary black woman, and it went over Meghan's head. I'm shocked Meghan invited her to the pod, because a solid 95% of the Ziwe show is mocking false victim narratives and feigned outrage, which is Meghan's whole shtick.
Do you think that your character plays into archetypes or pushes against them? I think she fundamentally plays into archetypes. Yeah.
Okay, so now we are just completely replacing the word stereotype with archetypes. I'm disappointed. For the record, in the last episode I reviewed, the word archetype was misused 8 times. So we're tracking if Meghan's abuse of this word increases or decreases over time. We just got 2 on the counter.
I grew up with like culturally conservative parents who had a really like strict understanding of women, what women did and how they lived and they cooked and cleaned, etc. And so from that understanding, I also exist in society and I know what the expectations are of women there as well. And these things correlate.
So my question is she trolling Meghan? Because no, you can't expand your familial experience to greater society. Also, a quick Google search of Ziwe reveals that she went to Andover, arguably the most competitive and selective boarding school in the United States, followed by Northwestern, Meghan's alma mater, where she double majored in radio, television, and film and African American studies with a minor in creative writing poetry. It looks like she interned for Comedy Central and The Onion during college, which she graduated in 2014, had a job for a year writing for a TV show that was canceled, did just a bit of freelance writing and video work for The Onion for a full 3 to 4 years while living in Brooklyn, supported by her parents, getting her creative career off the ground before being discovered and produced by Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL. Or has she just been edited beyond recognition? Because parents who truly have no hopes or dreams for their daughter beyond homemaking do not send that daughter to Andover, then Northwestern, then support her for years while she tries to make it in a competitive creative industry. Moreover, Ziwe has the background to completely blow up Meghan's spot about her time at Northwestern. She knows the truth about Meghan's major and minor, what is and isn't possible and likely, the character of the sorority she was a member of. Aren't you surprised that it didn't come up once in this conversation?
And when looked at through the lens of Black women and all the expectations that come with that, her point of view is pretty inspiring.
To be the character of Ziwe that is brash and rude and thoughtful is in direct opposition to what a woman should be publicly, according to sexism.
Okay, I'm starting to think Ziwe is trolling Meghan to her face. I think she's too smart to fall into Meghan's trap of painting the world with a wide brush. There are lots of flavors of sexists.
And I think we could use a little more inspiration and an opportunity to try on what it feels like when we're allowed to just live our truths, to be direct without being called angry, to exist on our own terms, to just be human.
American Girl Doll Imperial Wives Collection. Introducing our newest doll, Tina, a modern Black capitalist who uses social justice language for profit. Look at her tweet on her little iPad. She loves to speak for all Black people. American Girl Doll Imperial Wives Collection. In stores now.
LOL, mystery solved. Ziwe is definitely not a Meghan fan. And she makes a great point about Meghan being happy to consume and silence others while claiming it's the very thing she fights against. Do you think one of her producers was trolling her? Do you think she honestly is too stupid to realize that Ziwe is mocking her? Do you think in her sheer arrogance she believed she could win Ziwe over as a friend and connection? Do you think the angry little narcissist inside Meghan was just feeling audacious and wanted to fight? I think Ziwe played the entire thing completely facetiously, and the moment Meghan caught on, she demanded they edit her out as much as possible, and that's why she's the interviewee gone before the stupid I Am Woman song even rolls. Oh my gosh. Obviously, Meghan's not a good enough sport to ever be interviewed on Ziwe's show, but I'd love to see it. Okay, I'm cutting off part 1 here. Join me today for part 2 of Meghan denies being an angry Black woman. Toodles.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.